Hey, I got a 2015 Hyundai Sonata Limited with a 2.4. Gonna replace spark plugs. What you wanna do is you wanna open up your hood, and you wanna remove your engine cover. Just hold it in with 4 grommets and a little stud, ball studs. Pull them up on all the corners. Right there. And you go together, put some Sil Glide on them. Or dielectric grease. And then here's your coils. You need to remove the wires off of them. Some of them are long, some of them are short. Okay, then you want to get yourself a little screwdriver, flat blade. And you want to pry up the little red locks. Pry them up about that far. You know, get in there and pry them up. And then once you got them all up, then you can remove your connectors. Squeeze the black part, pull it up. Squeeze, pull up. Squeeze, pull up. Same thing with this one. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull up. Okay. Turn them all up. Next you want to do is get some air. Blow some air in here to blow all the dirt. So when you pull the coil up, you don't have dirt fall in there. Okay? Okay. Okay, we'll move the coils, pull them up, and then we'll blow out the spark plug holes too with the All right, got all your bolts out. There's a little tricky magnet. Wiggle them around, pry them up. Okay. Put them in order. Okay. There we are. I'm gonna blow out my spark plug boot holes, and I'll get out my socket that fits them. Okay. It's a 5/8. I use a 5/8 socket for an extension, but my little rubber grommet is missing inside there, so it doesn't hold the spark plug. Hopefully yours does. So then you loosen them all up. If they stay in there, you get a magnet. You pull them out. Pull them out, you want to look at them. Yeah, nice and blurry. Yep. There we go. They got 100,000 on them. Yep. Okay. What you want to do is if you got any misfires, you want to look for the porcelain being cracked. See any lines in it or anything like that. Even inspect the new ones before you put them in. My new spark plugs. I'm looking for my gap. Make sure the gap looks good. I don't know how I'm going to get a good visual in here, but looks good. Make sure the inside porcelain's not cracked, doesn't fall down. Wrap your fingers around the porcelain. See if there's any cracks in there. If there's any cracks in it, or dirt in your finger will show up on them. Then you want to inspect all 4 of your spark plugs on this vehicle. Then you want to put a little bit of anti-seize on your thread, just a little bit. And then screw them in and then torque them to your spec. You got your spark plugs in and torqued. What you want to do is you want to get some dielectric grease, put a little bit of dielectric grease inside here, move it around a little bit, and then put some dielectric grease around the outside of the spark plug right here in the seal to help keep the dirt falling in there. And also when you put the Sil Glide in here, That's a dielectric grease. And it helps keep from carbon tracking up and down this spark plug porcelain. Also keep that fine dust buildup down. And then you put them in, and you put your bolt on. And you just tighten them up. They're just a little, snug them up. As you tighten your bolts up, and push your coils down and snug up your bolts. Push your coils down, snug up your bolts. It's just a little faster inside that plastic valve cover. So, got all them in there, tightened up. Now you can put your connectors on, push your lock on, push your connector on, push your lock on, okay? Don't push the lock on first before you push the connector all the way on, then you're gonna have a problem. And it won't go on there, okay? Make sure you line them up before you push them on, otherwise you'll bend the terminals, okay? Remember, I said put some grease on these, so it'll go on there a little bit easier. Come off next time a little bit easier. And there you go. That's how you do your spark plugs. You want to do an air filter on it, it's right here. Just lift up on the base of this, pull it out. It's got 2 clips on the bottom and 3 things on the top that go onto the housing up on top. Just push it in and you push them down. The filter's right there. Pull it out. Pull it out. Push a new one in. Okay. That's simple. Line those 3 up. Like that. And push it down. Good.